Good morning, Sierra Leone. Good morning, Kono District. Good morning to all Salon Pikindem and Una waiting at the diaspora. They say today I get a very important personality again, a veteran educator, a social activist, and somebody with a volunteer for put in life on the line and talk through to anybody we need for your read it through. Also, na person we na a freelance journalist, and above all, na a country director for the organization where we call executives of Kono organizations. But NSF go can't talk to na briefly about that again. Wetin we dey talk na today we dey talk about the College of Management and Administration, where we don't see them don't start na Nimikoro chiefdom. We also get for talk about EKO and the Mineworkers issue, with a lot of other loaded things with the inside. So una bear we, una sit down, una listen, una with the watch we, una send una comments them, and do una make una comment them very short. If you have questions them, una make them self there. I want for also tell me people that we don't already subscribe to this channel. Wanna continue for listening to me, wanna continue for provide comments, and wanna also be part of the program. So, Mr. Famanda, you there on the line for let you come and give a brief introduction about yourself.
Of course, like you, good afternoon, good evening, or good morning to we listeners that whether they say the detail I do them link to the same way, but as another they serve multiple roles inside the country, or make we see we can't go before. You don't tell them already, or say executive on organizations we can call EKO. I may approve for being the director. Besides that, I co-found for a brand college one for Binka Mr. Kono, we call College of Management and Administration. I like agriculture. I like for do other half things for make I go able to put spawns in and the pocket at the table for make I go also with them succeed in life. But over and above, I like for read the Bible and I want to be God in.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. No, sorry. Sorry to cut you off. You want to say something else?
I just end up for telling Minas farmer.
Okay, thank you very much for that. I go play a short video we wanna been do when I presentation. You go listen to that and then we go make follow-up questions after that, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Right for making you go hold high position at JSS. We go for do diploma course them. We go for do the national, they go for do higher national diploma. Under this, for support on our thoughts, for vocational institute, we get TVET, where government they always they support. We all know say the schools that we don't come or other institutions we don't care. Now mission they don't bring them come. Then feel they win our government. But it's necessary for let them bring this kind, for let we serve as chiefdom people then, let we get to you with the support. So now one of we picking them this where we are accredited, we legal standing, let nobody know hesitate about that. Yeah. And we'll get other courses then we'll go for put premium to. We'll go for do agriculture, when our community develop studies them. Nimikoro and fertile land. Nimikoro people begin to produce. Who can understand it today? We all know this that true. For say Kabbalah, some other places in Guinea, now then they food with you they eat. Can't talk for cucumber, can't talk about fall and many other things there. Now they but we land and they're fertile, not only for diamonds. And we'll put you into agriculture. I think it will change the narrative. We will help many people for making business. We go for do business administration. We get many people there now. We don't go through this. We go for get computer science. One of the advantages they will get for make use of that Nimikoro get electricity. Besides that, they get people and when they're ready for peace, and we say peace day development will always they come. And we say we need for put hands together and join with Papa then, we join with Mama then, we join with brothers and sisters and for Lord push this go before. We go for they do civil engineering. We get lecturers then for that. And we don't want to go fast for say Lord we bring people from Makeni, people from Freetown. We get people there with them qualify for lecture in particular with themselves. One thing we don't do besides we go for bring nursing and department now, and we get nurses then for that even inside. We want to take the opportunity, that is the college want to take the opportunity that 1 year, once you buy with form, you pay all the charges, the fees we for pay, when you can say school fees or we can say tuition fee, you get for pay for free. And what we do, the other colleges then one form where you go ask for now 400 and 500, but we now 150 million. Now we notice it. Of recent time we'll begin the project. We produce the first 50 forms. The past say since now a own baby project this, since now Nimikoro project, they don't we say subsidize. They don't put 50 loan for 50 students there. And as I talk to now, we'll make announcements there, or don't begin make an announcement there. People don't begin to call me. Even when I did at church and they say they want to come buy form. One for bring this project to now. One for bring them to Kono district. Now we own this, not to the own, now we own this. This year affiliated with an by Kuruma. I can vex at times. I really want to become affiliated with a name we go for do with me. So the paramount chief, the deputy, the mamiden, the young brothers them, and the pardon, in collaboration with the education committee, and this now the PKO don't bring down to the only down and focus down on food. May God bless you all.
Okay, I don't know if you've been reacting the play, but now the video way una been do now the presentation, which I think the chief and the other authorities and Nimikoro chief don't been there. We go get questions them embedded in waiting I get for can ask now. You can tell we briefly an overview of the programs they want they currently offer or na they plan for offer at the College of Management and Administration.
Yes, thank you. So, College of Administration, where acronym EOMA, my college headquarter of the.
Would they get some breaking in your
Okay.
They break
yeah, you know say the na something we no but we go manage.
Yeah.
Yes, that College of Management and Education Kuma, na college with headquarter north, na a legal college, na college we accredited by the education system inside this country, Sierra Leone. We don't intend long ago for make we see how we go able to help Kono districts, because as far as don't they no, we know the one of the problems now the 21st century therefore do with education. We all know say has been deprived, and the deprivation we say education one of the main things, and the people that they come out and they go train now other places than like other districts, because we do say best thing we can do for help we own play when we own it, by extension we own country, we say contribute for me to go ease the problems that for the people then. Yeah. So bring this college, yeah. The day where we take now 14 chiefdoms there inside Konodi.
Yeah, Mr. Formanda, you go focus on the programs the way una they currently plan for offer at the college.
Okay. Or get diploma programs there. We then want them they run them everything from 3 o'clock p.m. to 6:30 p.m. That is, we will start that day October when all colleges will open. Because one for give people waiting to work in some places but need papers. We also get for not only diploma but I am we therefore also get education program them where we do at Eastern program. Many people they left for not the public. Primary and HTC secondary. Then one day then it only be during the holiday with teachers then go down lock school like December, mainly then August. I think it's time when school and then they will go for them throughout the holiday period from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. That is education. Well, inside the College of Management and Administration, we get exciting things and everything. We go for to do general agriculture and agriculture technology. This now because we want to help with the feed salon program and agriculture are one of the main targets in the program. We go for to do community development studies. The community they not developed today, therefore one for raise up potential professors for make we go to help for developing communities. We therefore we look at public health and health management system, business accounting and finance. We therefore also go into the AI, artificial intelligence or technology world. We therefore do computer science and technology. Further than that, we therefore also do look at procurement and logistics, human resource management,
Yeah.
civil engineering.
Yeah. Right now they get problem with the sound. Your volume so low. Actually, I'm just trying to see what I can do here with it. But keep
Oh,
going.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I believe say the one the way I don't call so far, you might be able to get the audio too.
Yes.
Yeah, very good. So I talk about computer science and technology, procurement and logistics, human resource management, and then civil engineering. We not only therefore look at college
internal closing.
Are you with me?
Yes. Yes. I'm getting volume problem here, but keep going.
Okay. We besides the college, we don't also factor in private school where we name after the championship generator Onande International Academy. We get for get we begin from nursery. We go grade 1 to grade 4. We call it academy. If the in them will be opportunity for French and English, like anybody can do inside Germany or where you go there and say you language. So Kono language with background into the problem. Then one believes it from grade 1 to grade 5, and it really comes now. Enter at the secondary school will open in future. He go down able to become computer literate. Then he go to speak good English and good French. Then he go to talk Kono. We go to be very important. Maybe people want to know how to get access to or that call that question will come later. Maybe people want to know how to get access to the college.
Okay.
In the first place, the college they Nimiko chiefdom. Bumpe na area everybody where they can like or know na they call it or be situated if I call them Bonate campus, College of Management and Education, Kono branch, Bonande campus. We forms them they out now. like where them in the list we now the video we do now 150 million now help one for help. Above that, the first EKO can start to therefore be a tuition fee, which implies that nobody not going to pay tuition fee. Nonetheless, we get other charges them like matriculation, orientation, badge, t-shirt, cap, medical, some other attached things that the way they go pay for make them go through that particular fee and that's that let them go inside the college. So far, nothing don't give to the people of Connaught district. And by extension, as the college grows, this Connaught 14 people we go try by God your own power that every children benefits from this so that education go then at the doorstep.
So the programs they want to offer, which one would be the most expensive or they're all on a flat rate?
At the moment, at this first year, they know they pay the tuition fee. They know they pay tuition fee at all. So now free tuition fee. You can do IT, you can do community development study, agriculture, technology for 1 year. Now the following year now go attack the prices then to them. But we will make sure the price then become so rosy that attractive for fit the pocket of everybody inside Connaught district and for also help them from the economic problems where they can face where they cannot and go now other education. We all know say public health na expensive cause, IT, information technology, very expensive, civil engineering expensive, but we will try with effort make we go assist or put the prices down so that Connaught will get plenty people and we will graduate with papers then and then. We therefore look at TVET. TVET na technical vocational training programs then because we want to make the middle level manpower very attractive so that at any point in time we mining company can come we will take we own Connaught brothers, we own Connaught sisters them, or let them serve as expatriates in a particular mining company we come for make that go before.
Okay, so yes, you don't talk very well. I know say when I just the start, when I get the building and other things, only we talk about facilities and resources. We say when they expect for get most of the help from now outside people, then they support una, now una self they support una self. How una they get the resources then they for offer things like a library, then information technology programs, then research centers for Lady Picking and Golan?
A very beautiful question. We take this by faith. Nonetheless, we dip and put with more hard and money inside the small salary they will pay we now they will put together make we start the program. The paramount chief is the president saying a very good opportunity. A give we not only one game and the chiefdom people them, then give we one big compound where they call where them the previous they call Chipo. Chinese them we don't rehabilitate that particular place there. We don't make very standard. We don't get water facility. We don't get electricity facility because Bumpe one place like on all the where God bless with electricity. Inside the country, inside Africa, remember the name go along. When they want that education facility, then be ask every citizen of that country for let them contribute. Then they contribute according to the list. So we will call and cow. As we get along, is it Burkina Faso or I have just forgotten the name anyway. Then contribute is not Burkina Faso, but I will
Ivory Coast?
No, it's not Ivory Coast. It's not Ivory Coast. One of the Botswana.
Okay.
Botswana. The university where they get now the citizens, every family member or some people, they all being given one cow. The one cow where they give, we understand say they tell European Union by then, and money where they get they build the university. Today, all of them want the university they win now. We now from that now Botswana they born, they then come out, then all now free and quality education. They want themselves where they did not put today, then they even they pay them at the end of every month. Well, we not say that go happen, but not the ruler act say not go happen inside cannot this because the paramount chiefdom committee they don't give it that place they don't even help for clean the compound. Other people then they where then they not cannot them born something, not to cannot them born and they send their dance for fund we. So as I talk to you, we don't get enough debt, we don't get enough furniture, not a problem. We they get funding from people and where they can come. Even this as I talk this morning, somebody come, they can donate plenty land in years. Then even give us blackboard paint when veto. And I saw we they get on. And somebody been don't tell we one of the brother when I am at Muta, and then America, I say we don't start so when I get nothing. They say but I want for rest I say as now they get along, na talk when I get for they get support. So we they get support now women, other people. But once the students then continue to provide and forms them, we get two people and we don't help one 50 students then we don't pay 50 million for the forms then. The permanent chief now that's 50 people. We get one of the brother when I have Joe. Joe said get 100 forms. He don't say he will give 50 million. In fact, recently, he say people they not get form and one can collect not able to pay at all. Get on to ramp, they go buy. So now so we get funds from hard hand salary from the agriculture and some people and they can't get good guests.
Okay, since one of the aim at this tertiary education now for train people then for fill up the manpower level, middle power level, wanna get any company them in mind, institutions them in mind, who side picking and go do them or students and go do the internship, co-op programs for let them get first-hand experience?
Yeah, pipeline because even inside commodity, no say we get carpentry work. We no say we get contract. We get building contractors. Yes, we no say we get them. We no say SLR. When what cause we go meet them and we go talk to them or make them go give it that opportunity. The mining companies where inside commodity get blessing from commodity, we will also approach them through the authority then where then they keep them inside commodity because this as I be saying at 14 terms inside cannot we will not go begin operate all sides. We will begin at one side and every paramount one development and I know say them go put and this will get started. So we know so we will get people or make them go they do and get away with students or go they do the intern pointly.
Okay, so what thing would be under the staff and support? What thing would be the range of expertise within the staff based on the kind of programs they all now want for provide? Wanna get enough people then for that? For start with the students then and for start the program at the school?
You know, the Rome was not built in a day. Further than that, they say million miles into the first footstep. Teachers then where them go na colleges, then where them teachers na polyvalent lectures then sabi vary the method. At the moment, don't get a good number of teachers then we're ready for volunteer, and then teachers that at the moment they're active and then they role where then go for good time for they you helping hand. But we not get for shorting them at all, we not get for shorting lecture at all. One thing we'll believe, we'll get diploma, they will go put you in a diploma class or lecture diploma. We'll get TC, they will put you in a TC class, lecture TC. We not to begin from secondary, we then go able, that we said. Today, as I talk to unfortunate number, get a huge number when a graduate higher institutions in this country, then then they meet with at night, and say they go for give them helping hand until college strong, then we go where we will get. Meanwhile, we don't even ask for let teachers them or lecturers to begin to spend as I talk to you, people that call me from Freetown, people that they call me from any all over the place. They want for even inside Konoka, many people that don't read them with address for make send we go begin the recruit based on how the college they grow. Okay. But we get for cut we coat according to we cloth. And the one for people with a passion for teaching. Not somebody who stand more because it want money. We know say teaching in place at the moment in all the creative and with the picture we not build that here. Let them understand the situation. But we get volunteer teach lecturers then with inside the private school, as I tell you, we get forget not one, not two, then grade one, grade five. We don't get enough teachers, and we then get for particularly, so that not get problem. Start the college, we get enough teachers. We will start, and we not any teacher because then they say they can give an advantage. One cannot get the human capital. But I want rest assured the people of Kono, the people of Sierra Leone, people of Africa, for let them know we equipped and people are ready for joining.
Okay, wanna get plans for put in place student support services like counseling, career guidance, mentorship, so that when they finish, they go be well rounded up. Una go get for put programs like that.
That yeah, exactly. We make sure say this particular college here able to anybody who come inside with college, every college, when you go out there, you know where we will change the narrative of the fallen education system we don't befall the country. So all of them things in place make us say in fact we took for do self like it is talk about this guidance and counseling and yeah and that when we see you results you apply somebody in they get a requirement. You don't know the department will go. Will go for guide them, tell them because of the result and because of interview we don't conduct with na so side and will tell them reason why like fine for then we will make sure say go when you look at agricultural system then get on some season they know they grow at and soil whilst others they grow soil so we look at seed and we know the soil will be good for them so that when we plant inside they go germinate and
Yeah. You don't talk about the staff them very well, but I also want to add this. I wanna go continue for encourage staff development, and the one that we go on for do research initiatives them within the college.
the college because of the electric facility where we get, where they make sure say try for make we get very network Wi-Fi, Starlink for that matter, and we get a very good life, and they get Liberia well understand so that students then with lecturers then problem for make to suffer when they want for research. And besides that, to go far and wide and you one of the Congo will go for definitely rely on make it to give you expertise in the providing materials or leading them to be very good researchers. So students not to be research to AI for research, but for sit down and research like how we learn in a good way, not so in the way where they use phone today for education. Also, when you come out as a student, when you did it as a teacher, when you up in your own area, they could really know say you master you area. So all of those things we to put them together that no go just a full students and teachers or lecturers, well-rounded people. So they make sure say such materials are available through the internet system they now.
Okay, yeah. My next sector actually been get for do with tuition and scholarship, but you don't already cover that a lot. Na the previous sectors, and I also want to apologize to the listeners because the volume not they come out very clearly, properly. But let we manage. We all know how circumstances then they back home with technology and information system. So let we bear with the one way they get. Mr. Famanda said they try very hard for make let we get the information accordingly. Before we go to the other sector, we get for do with executives of corner organizations and the mine workers them. I go on let we listen to this video here so too where they talk about education from Malcolm X.
The educated person of tomorrow isn't the one with the most degrees. It's the one who can discern truth in a world of curated lies. Young people, your struggle is not just against racism or poverty. It's against intellectual sedation, against mental complacency. The enemy no longer wears a hood. They wear a suit. They sit behind cameras. They code your feed. They shape your reality. Prepare yourself. Not just for a job. Not just for status. But for leadership. For clarity. For the kind of knowledge that cannot be manipulated, bought, or erased. Read your history not to feel shame, but to feel power. Read philosophy not to sound smart, but to think freely. Read science not for the test, but to understand the systems that shape your life. Because here's the truth. Today, education is no longer just preparation for employment. It is preparation for existence. It is no longer about economic mobility alone, but about mental sovereignty. In an age where jobs evolve and roles disappear, what endures is your ability to adapt, synthesize, and reflect. Education must evolve beyond a means to earn. It must become the practice of learning how to see. To see the structures, to see the patterns, to see yourself clearly in the mirror of history and possibility. Education, rightly lived, becomes enlightenment.
Mr. Famada, I don't know if you agree, but this na Malcolm X where they talk about education not just means say somebody we don't put boku boku degree na him back. Now the possible way they become mentally free and able to emancipate himself from all forms of social pressure and fit into the society and make the society self accept him a well-rounded person. I just put that the day for we know because we know say some people can bluff too much with education. I get PhD, I get this, but then PhD and then whatever they get, will make them fit into the society, the community, they benefit from them, they they benefit from the community. So now that make a play that. You get anything for say about that before we go to the next sector?
Yes, uh, play for Malcolm X point of view, how he look at education. We enter or enter at institutions, we can understand get two words that education, learning. Educated person from learn. Some person they don't go let the book or the book not able to teach at all, or make it go just like, or make it go able help insight. Today we don't find out they don't get this country. I don't know if me there.
They cut, but slow manage.
Okay. I don't know if Namion but anyway, just like we had said, we don't get plenty educated people in this country. Today we can't find out, say, then go land book for let them go get higher positions them or employment. But the job facilities not there at all. This resonates with me ideology. When I first enter inside university, the only job after my paper where I will get now for I go back inside classroom for make I begin to teach. Then I begin to ask almost now the salary we then go pay me. But I make use of my education. We been get 1 year module where today the Minister of Lands and Country Planning when a Dr. Suraj Senesi. Dr. Suraj Senesi teach we within entrepreneurship. So there as a literature and English teacher and I'm in school, I can't find out say if na the salary no more I they wait for, I'm not go able to do nothing. So I check waiting I study in a college. Then I say, well, make a bring come entrepreneurship, and I follow the skills. So waiting I do, I go to market, I go learn from the man where they sell na the butcher market. I go learn from how I go able to begin sell roast meat. Imagine somebody will go study literature and linguistics. My first degree, Bachelor of Art degree in education, 2-in-1 degree. So I go, it teach me how for cut the meat. If I ain't cut and say for me. Why started in Pekin and commerce school, then come meet me now before them daddy. And I say, hey daddy, now we teach this what they talk about. Automatically, £1 meat so I go buy, I add £1 meat to the cut and buy and teach me. I go buy other things then. The places are there, na Freetong, na Junction. I buy all them things the way full man can use for roast meat. I begin the roast meat, na the community. I begin to find out, say, I don't begin to bring out money, na me own, rather than I wait for me salary we get for camp. Today, as I talk to you, you go down here but one kitchen inside Freetong, where they call Anna's Kitchen. Now, this kind of education I go get, then I can replicate them in my life and not just look about speaking English, fluency, and all of those things. So when you go to school today, you go learn, you can't find yourself in one country where you're not able to get that kind of required job there. They finally you vary the method. I not been tapped the whole day. I've been done practice how for 8 potato heap, cassava heap, how for also plant pepper and other things. Today, all them things they help me for make I be able to bring a change to the society for me. So education they get now white collar job and white collar job that for the country today. Now that make way many a time they can laugh some of when I already under and say when I did dirty job. And the ones that they laugh when I say the dirty job, they clean up with the one of us, you don't know office. But not going for help we only for me to become teach them now office is them. So if I let you learn book, let you know how to apply the book or make you save yourself and make you save your community. When I look at the motto, they say educate to liberate. So if you are educated and you cannot liberate yourself, you cannot liberate your nation, then you are an educated fool. Now you the end up is to corrupt. So learn something we could become profitable in life. We're not to make law become better. So then the last degree holder. Degree holders and then I stop there. They work for people who they don't learn better. For them people they use the common sense or natural sense for them to change the society. So you book where you learn make sure say you able to survive through my heart.
So, in addition to that, myself, like way I can in a classroom, they teach me students them. I can tell them always say the educated person and the one way go through the institution, and that person they self allow the institution for go through them.
Exactly.
So you don't just have to go through the institution. Allow the institution for go through you, then it will make you a morally balanced person. You get
Sure.
you get the academic qualification, then you get the moral aspect of it for let you apply yourself in the society outside school. So
Correct.
yeah, we go to the next sector. We get for do with executives of corner organizations and the mine workers them. Before I start for ask the question them, I don't listen to audios where they talk say um, ECHO they try for align with political parties. ECHO they align with some politicians. Then before we do go any further, you go able you as the country director go able clarify. Then they speak to that briefly and put that to rest.
Thank you. Before we come or two, we pastor being pick, we look at Joshua chapter 1, read from verse 1, verse 17 to verse 8. So we look at Joshua chapter 1, verse 1 to verse 8. One for us, good and Joshua. Joshua 9 replaced Moses. But Joshua and Apostle have been afraid because the task way they can take an Aquilian task, a task way for lead people them to morality, just like what they talk about morality. A task way for lead people them to the fear of God when at the beginning of wisdom. A task way for set a nation where they call the Israelite nation free. Because once the Israelite nation is set free, then the all other nations that around then go be set free because now that make the Bible say, let your light so shine before men that they will see your good work. But inside Joshua chapter 1 verse 6, God tells Joshua looking at him, even afraid because the kind of people and the kind of criticism and the kind of tough time where he get for come meet, he said and said, be strong and be courageous. I want to tell all members of the executives of corner organizations for let be strong, for let go be courageous. We main motive, we main aim. The evil one them, or they we call the evil one them, the one day with the ignorance. Some don't even mix ignorance with arrogance. Then they try for misrepresent we under so that corner will not be liberated. Now an organization we get because then nobody not lie say not to a political being. Everybody belong to a political self. But we took politics and threw it away. We threw it away because one for left cannot able to understand for say Kono has been deprived. Not only because of we mineral resources, but even the human resource. From a paramount chiefs them, from a political representatives them, then all they don't manipulate them. That is bad politics in Africa, that is bad politics in Sierra Leone, and that is bad politics in Kono district. Somebody advised me say, they say, hey, let's tell you one thing. Inside Sierra Leone, any good thing will come, where you get for benefit the people, then they politicize them. They say, and one of the place where get that kind, they cannot that me own cannot place so I may bond. They waiting when they can't start this now, they then go politicize. But make I tell you before I go into it deeper, the experience I've been don't get them long ago. When His Excellency retired Brigadier Julius Mada Bio come and talk about education, and he talks he say teachers then go be envy that many people then glad teachers and glady then say go and support them because they say it go make the teaching profession be a very lucrative job that the one then way they not you then go one for come begin the hope and then go left the NPO jobs then they can begin to become teachers. 1 year ago, we not see anything happening now form which is called VOT, Voice of Teachers. My brother, as we begin Voice of Teachers, then we begin send message for help the president. For no man say, it is Mansamaya or Emwenu. That is to say, chief not bad, now the one they wouldn't around them. Many times the chiefs get very good idea, the president can get very good idea, but the one they wouldn't surround them because of ego, selfishness, then can begin the drift the person from in basic or a main agenda we can with. And that was President Bio's main agenda, a free quality education. So then abandon we. People then begin to talk and say, oh, this now APC then. Now so then take kill the voice of teachers.
Okay, so Mr. Famada, yeah, what I want the message Wali is sent out to the one
I am coming there.
Yeah, okay.
I'm coming there.
Okay.
Yes. Then now so when we form another one, we now be teacher solidarity movement as we push along, we don't come in teachers, then vex back, so then begin to say this now politics, now politics. But when we be the talk for teachers then, we fortunate teachers them get 45% increment of salary where they distribute 15 in 3 months. When that salary when the salary then reflect, we can find out say not to a special group of people and get them, but now all teachers are inside Sierra Leone. Now the same thing don't happen back inside Konos today. The executives of Kono organization begin with KMMRP. KMMRP now Kono Mineral Mining Review Project. We say for the benefit of the people, for the benefit of the chiefdom, for the benefit of the one mine diamonds, including the one that they come at let government review the project so that it will be and that is the win-win. I know they work now any of them mine. You will talk to know they work now them company. But if they listen to them and they feedback policy, it will benefit Kono, it will benefit everyone. But today, as we continue to press, other people and don't begin to promote politics. Now so then they destroy good things. Now so then they destroy good people then inside this, specifically inside Kono district. Today, many people say undermine the political party where they say, but no, if they pay attention, the president said go back because the amount of diamonds, the amount of gold, the amount of other illegal points like Kono district don't do for let it make another Singapore, but they not listen instead outside that the benefit. The paramount chiefs and say what actually benefit, not the benefit. The workers they now with them they back we all don't see they can't see we don't happiness. Then they underpay them, right? There is no that particular labor. If we need to talk about that, we will become very, very much confident for make a system of the other people in the tribe for good and equality. If not equality, why Fatima Yo, First Lady, why a joined in SLPP? Does that mean she was or she undermining her political party or she trying to put country first? So executive of we politics. People don't say we are politics, not belong to any political party. One country first, one day with mineral resources, make the benefits with chiefdoms. There cannot be a glorious a Singapore. And this possible if only they reviewed. So I want let the people on who not come for put job na people in hand, who not put bread na people in mouth. Instead, when they give that bread, one let them mayonnaise, one cheese, one let them sardine. Now bad thing this, if they follow them principle, not to me where they advocate to come work na mining companies, not to make you forget the bread, not to make you forget the bread. So let we still continue, and that is still continue, but let the people understand say we are here talking for them. And in a revolution like this, it not can be easy. Many people, and because they say the more victimization is upon their backs, the more foolish they become. So one day we permanently understand, one day the youth they understand that we are not in here for war. But we are in here so that the things we diamonds and go pay we. We cannot harvest our rice and go back to bed on empty stomach. We don't see examples there inside Burkina Faso with Ibrahim. When they change their mining policies, when Mali changed the mining policies, when Niger changed the mining policies, we know what's in can happen now today inside Burkina Faso. Many jobs then they of recent time we recent bikes and come out, super bikes and come out from Burkina Faso, they can on tour inside. We can understand say also people that they come out inside Kono today, then they move, then they go to Mali, then they go better job. And then people then they get gold, we get diamonds, we get many other things. So let people understand say we are not here to incite. We are only here to make sure that they're able to make the mining policies very good so that the people, the diamonds that will benefit we, so that they work, anybody who work in that place, you will take notice that people that don't work in some of their mining companies for 20, 30 years, they may even build buffer for themselves. Why should that happen? So if then they misunderstand we and they try to politicize that, political parties in power, like Sierra Leone People Party, let them understand, say, therefore resonate with we because we try to make sure, say, we help even the lawmakers them for say, let the law be good for we. Let it be a win-win situation. Now that's no more, but then they misunderstand. And we're not going to stop, we're not going to stop. Nonetheless, some other people then look at the scriptures, they say, if they say, the scriptures they say if you go outside for talk the truth, if they not accept the truth, wash your hand, dust the foot, and leave commodity. Now that Pilate may see, it was the hand, he say not be a hands in the destruction of the truth. But let people understand, we are not here to disturb. We're here for make them go able no say, then people and salaries them for go up. And if they go up, they all go enjoy. That is it all.
Okay, so if I can summarize that based on the theme of the question what we ask, ECHO not get for do anything with any specific political party, and we not endorse anybody so far, but we not say we are all humans. Everybody gets some political element in you. Would they advocate? We not they advocate for political parties? Would they advocate for people? Is that correct?
We not the advocate for SLPP, we not the advocate for APC, we the advocate for sterile unions, we the advocate for country. So it is apolitical. We don't tell them times without number. But just because 10 people and they don't let them political party, they able to understand. For say we voice if they area and then follow suit, then go get a very good game. If Namina been themselves, they no go, then go begin to give good advice and say, His Excellency retired Brigadier Julius Maada listen to them people and cry, make sure say you help them people and they that automatically, if they listen to we, other people then go grab and buy, they say, oh, they want an SLPP, then they talk for SLPP. But I just not even understand.
Okay.
Executive of connotation, we are political. We're not a political party. We don't support any.
Okay, so if we can go ahead now with the sector where I get, which role ECHO don't play so far in advocating for justice for them mine workers them? If you can pinpoint that, like give me a specific advocacy effort to them you don't do.
Well, say Kwedu Limited, now one of the mining company than that. And now the young issue being come up, then workers them. Before we begin advocate, we don't hear read and paint, we don't hear read and sign and then crying for the abomination where they go within the context of itself. We don't advocate, we don't raise the voice. That even bring reach the the executive. I mean, the ministers. That means the government. Now we make them make the minister of labor, employment and social security. We become on fact finding and can find out say yes, indeed. Then people where they suffer, and many people inside don't say put in there again. Necessary can talk anyway. When I advocate with gladly because when I make sure say when I voice for letting people know say they know they pay them well. That now one. We take note even the first lady because he agree with voice. Then can inside many organizations then can inside. The religious council at the country, they self can inside. And besides that, we not only talk, but we help many people then individually in their domestic problems, especially the one that we then suffer the most. Where the right hand do something, the left hand not the. So we did not only advocate, we also helped a lot. In fact, some places then they will help for let people and have farms then, like the Nimiyama chiefdom. Today, as I talk to you, then they try to find a way how they for resolve the impasse. We don't take like we do limited. But up to this time, or like somebody will say, nonetheless, some people still not able to understand. But we don't advocate far. We don't go far, and we advocate a voice. Then they hear them. People and they understand them by and by. Although some still try for make like say the noise to they make. Although then they think say trouble one cause, so on and so forth. But people they actually they don't understand itself yesterday, the elderly people inside Tankoro, maybe Benson Tankoro, then gather the union with another person with come out with the company, then they bring them come together, how they will resolve particular thing, let everything go back to normalcy. As I talk back today, inside Koidu town, I understand say there is a press conference where they bring AYV, other television stations inside the country and journalists there. But let them can still put the apple. This all stand up to gap and raise up the we on buyer point. And many people then will not say executive organization, a voice of the voice of people, and a voice where they chat them, and a voice back where they try to be they go unite. That make individual members inside the organization then concentrate and bring in projects then where will help the giving communities who side and defend themselves.
So you, in your opinion, I just put two questions then I add together. We know say legal actions then don't take legal action against Kwedo Limited. Kwedo Limited self don't take legal action against the government, or then they try for seek arbitration. In your opinion, you think say the government don't give enough support for protect the rights of the mine workers?
Well, really, like I don't know, Shakespeare is like Macbeth. When people in the report about the war, we've been there between Scotland and Ireland. They say it sounds like it once it referred to like two spent swimmers who are choked to their acts. The situation actually hard for understand because on one side we they always they believe for see say the governments don't feel protecting the young people then rather than a day with the mining companies where they come because of the laws that then they make it. Like the Kwedu Limited, we all we don't know from late Dan Kabani time, they don't profess the company big pass in governments. That statements are not really to understand that. Then another government after Dan Kabani and he say in a chief security, then automatically one for believe say a company a big pass documents of revenue or loan documents for count. Well, His Excellency other BO, it also been talking quite historic in Japan. But we can understand the other members and they decide with on not resolving the for the benefit of the benefit of on all these things. So the things that wouldn't be we find out say they recently we see with the government. Not case. I don't want to preach the case until after we them conduct case, would I get right, would I get wrong, and the Unioners don't watch for see would I be right, would I be wrong. The mining company has blame on the government of Sierra Leone, but say the government of Sierra Leone to protect, allow for make the cities of this country grab go against them. But we lost every time at this every time at this war, the labor law. You know, say they're not a pay, go through the law. You get right for let you go into strike action. So we actually they look at in a different way. One for see whether the government will show to the world for say a mining department or a government that where they protect a people. Unlike other governments where they don't prove like they always remember Ibrahim Traore, even inside Ghana. And they talk for them people and then they make sure they then bring people at the face of mining company and tell them say you cannot beat our Sierra Leone. You have to have respect for them. We have our constitution, our law, the rule of law they want to follow and human rights laws. So we don't really know how they like because then sometimes case na biscuit and we can find out say all who find we say like a woman in her prime. They say this is the place we find stick, but we not find the hole. When you find the hole, you will not find the stick. So we know where we judge whether the government finally come at the side of the young people them or they go na the side of the mining companies because it is said that you cannot buy the finger that feeds all mining companies here. They try for terrorists saying that they feed the government. So we don't know how the case will end up. So
Okay.
they still wait for let we see. We don't prejudice the case.
Okay. So let we come to this side where I say then saboteurs them and the one that would spread misinformation. We understand say people then the way they claim for say echo for this discredit EKO and for sabotage the effort what EKO they make. How you go respond to them people then the way they spread misinformation?
Well, the end justifies the means. If they call you saying that thief, man, a lie, man. If they go meet you and lie and thief, then automatically they claim them correct. Now, so in every given case, Jesus Christ will come, we get the way they call him, they prefer Judas. I mean, they prefer Barabbas to Jesus Christ. Nonetheless, people can find out, say, oh, now the Messiah, this man. They're all over the place. From the onset, from who start this particular people and don't grab, we know the all names. So we know can for can fit or not people and we can for can fight. We can't join the president for all fight historic injustice within our economy, especially in the mine sector. But we own brothers then. They don't grab. They don't say a lot of things. Especially then when they wait political opportunity or I mean, outside the water they we wipe out politicians. They want for fan wiper. They want for fan favor. Because now they say for let you get access to job, good job, and let money in your pocket. And for day with the politicians then. And once you deal with them, you with them. We see people that don't come out from APC, they don't go C for C, they don't come out for C, they don't can SLPP today, and they try for show good face na SLPP for today, and they for SLPP. But all are hypocrite. They don't
Okay.
do for let the political party themselves understand say these guys trying to help or they here trying to make sure that are they coming in because of ego or what? So that they all over the place. We own brothers there, they don't undermine we, they don't talk a lot about we, but not the issue. We just want no more. Let we weigh the justice, let we weigh the freedom, and let we inside the truth. Every worker inside saloon because that's not in one of the prison. They say everybody forget job and they forget gainful employment and the presidency agenda and a human capital. So if somebody do work at mining company, multi-million mining company, they know they pay them fine no get allowances, better, no get facilities, medical, and you dey work like you know the work. If people and kind of begin talk for now, they don't do for let them understand say you know, for bad people. So we dey give them the benefit of the doubt. We not make palaver with then our friends and brothers. One day, then say, and as they talk to you to as the as the arguments they go or as the debates they go, many don't begin to understand that these people are fighting. So let them left with the battle because tomorrow, like we have been, I think the end could justify things. If we
Okay.
mind the mind of the government, get weight and make clear with brothers and pay them not in employed, let them pay them something we will make clear, not the work company. So then people and they we not not for the bad, not peace no more now one and let them say if they say all their workers they good pay them good, nobody no go sit down. Not about people and no more, not for executive organization just no more and begin to trade them out inside the particular talk. Now the workers themselves, and they mistreat and they maltreat me. They know the treat we fine. The company they die. Then Minister of Labor, Employment and Social Security. Because many other people they don't say yes, not true. So who's how we go bad? What company Minister of Employment and Social Security, but they undermine government. Instead now we them
Hello. Okay, Family them I think say Mr. Famanda in line don't drop. I go try for call him back. Let's see if I go get him. Okay, wanna go dear Miss Mon. Hello, Mr. Famanda. Hello. Hello. Hello.
yeah.
Yeah, the call been dropped, so sorry about that. So let we go to the next sector actually where they talk about leaked audio message where somebody been claimed for say they get leak audio from EKO. And this audio where they claim say na leak audio been done already then at the media and social media. What you go talk to them people then they where they try for discredit EKO.
Now the same thing what is called. I say we get some people where they don't lost their ingredients and don't lost their value. So the only thing we do now for make them feel safe, then go come and gossip, then go come and tell lies about EKO. Just the way you the way they go and point Jesus Christ to the Father. And say that man that he say. But the truth is always true. People they don't they where they don't left one political party, go now other political party, more they can SLPP. Then get the eyes there when they watch them, then they see the hypocrisy in them. I hope you understand.
Mm-hmm.
Now then same people that they go and they brand leak audio, no leak audio. In fact, just like what I've been saying initially, there is coming a time when some of we get for wash with hands and let the truth prevail itself, let them continue for oppress and depress the people and then they will know say it is very good for making get profit. Or let you get somebody who they talk for you. The phone, they measure two people then. Me when they talk to you with one of my brother, a phone you. The phones they would use not to puff or they make, not to pageantry, not to show off. It's not easy for any expert hack with phone. It's not possible. Because when you talk about leak audio, that's something where two people they talk privately, then they hack and then they publish it. Now they begin to see the foundation of lie. We get a forum where they call EKO General Forum. Yeah, and that everybody did we encourage everybody did. But some then they are spies. We talk something. Me, they don't they come at me plenty time. They say not to at me, at EKO. They say, why is it that nah this mining company no more where we for dumper? Na Tankoro Chief done. Tankoro chiefdom na Kono chiefdom. That mining company na the biggest mining company in Kono district. If we begin to tell them the truth, and we people and read or let we tell the truth, once they change, other mining companies they will change. So now be inside one of them forum, and the way we discuss. In fact, they misunderstand when they say we have limited EKO, we have limited limited, does not mean that we have stopped them. But we have limited them in the sense that they will come back and try to fix things well.
So actually, na be a problem of understanding and conception.
The problem is with semantic. The problem with pragmatic. The problem with word and understanding their meaning.
Okay.
Then the way
yeah. So, Mr. Famanda, how EKO will remain resilient in the face of all the betrayal and then effort for divide the people of Kono? How the group will remain resilient?
This is it. The problem here is the politics within inside Africa. Now, politics we then call divide and rule, from colonialism to neo-colonialism. And neo-colonialism, Kwame Nkrumah in Bukwe right, neo-colonialism. They say that the worst, it's at the last stage of imperialism. It's at the most dangerous stage. Because the white man, they walk inside black man, we call him socialist white Christmas in blackface. The black man gave for Congo to the white man try for the black man. And this now one for bring the people that we understand the kind stage you find people. So this divide and rule politics today even with paramount chiefs they not much say in the central government because they don't involve them in the politics. First time paramount chief there, now paramount chief there. The one that them in the force, they may get power. But the one that they did now, they don't get that much power. Because they're afraid if they stand for the truth, they strive for truth and stand for right, like how Jaima Secondary School put to say, then they try for disrobe you. And for this reason, many people actually don't pray.
Okay,
but we want to continue to tell the people and say, we'll not go, if we stop for say the truth, then the worst situation will always happen. And if we stop for say the truth, then we're not going to succeed. And the truth, all they say, not about Fitai with the Fitai. Now, educational forum, where we try for bring one first, unity. Because we tell the paramount chiefs and say 14 chiefdoms, if we want to come together, we all be able to see one side. Then
so now that's a one for ask right now, Mr. Famanda. How we go how EKO go try for link up, create that confidence, break the barrier between the misconception right now between EKO and the paramount chiefdom, between EKO and the Kono people them. How then people they also for come together for let them know say yes, we are all fighting for the same interests of Kono development.
The watchmen will watch in vain, except the builder build up, the builder build vain.
Sorry, would they get you can go back over that, please?
Yes, I say, you say, I say, it's not good for easy. It's not good for really easy.
Why?
Because the people that don't get preconceived ideas. Politics don't draw.
Let's take a one and one first. Between EKO and the paramount chiefdom, how we for bridge the gap?
I want to tell you, say, among the paramount chiefs, a number of they were reasonable, we able to understand. The only thing we will go for do again, for now, some paramount chiefs they not get trusting we any longer because people are not able to make them understand, say, we are not fighting for ourselves, we are also helping them to fight so that they then go get more. Then picking and say go get more. This we get for go back to the drawing board. We get for come
yeah,
as an
now then strategy then there they look for because we have to put on concrete and tangible strategies. I know say
Now,
yes, it's
where I don't say the preconceived ideology, don't they? The biasness has been created because of politics and because of misinformation, misrepresentation, and because of bootlickers. Nonetheless, some people and they were able to understand the goal of the fight for, although then it's enough isolatedly. So what thing we get for do again, like how we don't start initially. Me, if you can't follow with humble, say hello, big them, say, Paramount Chiefs, one level now understand. And if they open them doors, them, we will go there, we sit down and talk with them. They will all go be united, they're able to understand what with the saboteur. If need be, like them kind of programs, them, let them they come frequently, let will papa them, let will uncle them, let will Paramount Chiefs them, let them know, say, these children are not here to incite, but they are here to give insight so that people then will be able to understand for say if we not united then strangers then will go with all the riches, we not will get good roads, we not will get good universities, we not will get good water, we not will get good hospital. Let we go back into one book where one African right when a Chino Achebe, I understand.
yeah.
Let you see no more. Is it things fall apart. The other book where he write, he say no longer at ease. You find out say in books and then they fall back. One things fall apart, and one things then don't fall apart. The people are not go no longer at ease. Nonetheless, they may get a prevailing actor there when I end up be the protagonist when they call Okonkwo Benge Wamat. One echo, let we call the heart, let not make Wamat any longer. Let take a new form of approach. Let not see the people who they fight for as we enemies, and the one when they fight back against you, let not see them as we enemies. But when Okonkwo come, you can find out say in Papa don't make lots of errors, not a mistake in pleasure, in dancing and becoming a debtor. He fight very hard with the little yam seed and way he get. In the yam festive season, when they eat together, then find out say then only able shake hands at the end of the yam feast. That is to say, the yam is like a big mountain. Some people and they behind and they eat. Other people and they behind and they eat. And normally they see themselves and they enjoy drum the beat. If we come together that kind of way, they go fine. In this
Okay.
particular program, I want to take the opportunity as the country director for executive organization for humbly ask the paramount chiefs and let them able to understand we, let them accept we, and let them listen to we, make we explain we aims and our objectives, and let them join we. And then party them when a mining company, let them self understand for say yes, we begin them. Let them go introduce you to them now for say our children are not fighting a bad fight. They are fighting for a win-win situation. You imagine the Chinese then which they don't pull inside this country. And let you see what they don't do in their own country. You imagine the Lebanese, you imagine the South African, which they don't pull inside this country. Then you begin to look at all the workers, then and you look at economic. The chief they say will agree with we for say there is nothing good to write home about. So in that particular light there, they ask that they use this forum again as the country director. When we paramount chief read this, let them not vex for we. Let them call we, let them deal with them. Let them not make one match. Let them listen to what other people then they say. You know that whispering in the ears of paramount chiefs. Anytime somebody they whisper in his ears, anytime let paramount chief try for no. But say this person here. No, some paramount chief they pin, he say so this man so now this man say. What do you say? Then sit down there and they said to this. Now this are the ask. They use this medium here. But let reach to paramount chiefs then. Let them able understand we. They advise all EKO members. We begin this thing, of course, it's been good now fine with you say. Well, might be the day because we're not gladdy. I understand. But now I want let we calm down small. Let we look for peace. Let tomorrow, let we not see ourselves as enemies inside Kono. What pass so one of my uncle see me as bad person, or I see my uncle as bad person. Now this number one for seeing at this medium.
Yeah,
Let
myself one for
one
add. Yeah, I want for add contact that myself once in a while I can call some of the paramount chief them and they talk to them. They're very receptive. Then they show that common understanding. and collectively na the problem, but when we can talk to them one on one, you dey really see say dem really dey understand. And me sef wan for add my own voice to wetin you don say, for say not just the paramount chiefs, any corner stakeholder, let we all understand say we all love corner. Nobody no wan for light fire na corner. Nobody no wan for burn your own house wey you dey sleep under. You see, and your own brother wey sit down near you, no matter wetin happen, you no go like for damage your brother. So the problem na for let we strike that common understanding. Let we really see say we get an identified goal wey we all know say the one goal wey we get na for let corner go before. The route wey we dey take for let we achieve that na different. Different. So if we can harmonize them thing and day, I think say it will be a very good thing. So myself I go add to that, and let we go to the last sector where na community support. Yes, wetin you, in your opinion, how strong the support from the corner people then dey towards EKO in advocacy?
Well, just like how some people really like it. They say if not to be una safe, una for don't reach yourself. So. But they're afraid for Commander though because they don't politicize them. Then go afraid Bambai just now, they not go send police, then can't arrest them. Now on a day with them that. It happen at the same thing. You know the truth now say it happen. Now we make even Peter, we been there with Jesus Christ, deny Jesus Christ. Not that he want to deny that way. But afraid, fear. But I want to tell you, say, many people when they talk to in our PV, and many people you know it. I get audio the way people they call and they say they got when I talk for we, let God make clearly see I go for let them hear you now. So they are there, but like Peter after big road now so it happen right now, right? But they forbid and they appreciate you. They're not saying fine. Even when they say play right now, then none of them will play. Then they say no say. And now revolution. They no say today. If government succeed for let them people able to pay back, they must talk say not to be EKO school. Let them self understand. Let we all join hands together and let we bring the peace we needed.
Okay, other questions and they, but you don't answer them along the line. So I go want for ask you one last question. And I will read this as I put on there. How do you balance unity among patriotic Sierra Leoneans while dealing with those who betray community interest for personal gain?
The tortoise or the snail get in destination. When you're ready for travel or go there, you know they listen to anything until they go, except for adventure. Motokango banga or one tranga speaking here, a whole I put inside which is it.
Yeah, let make it simple for we fumble the way because I read up in English. Sorry for how would they balance patriotism, you wait for like your country and fight for your country, with betrayal, the one the way they fight against people, the way they fight for the country?
I believe that the people understand that. We get patriots that the one they elect them country. We get one right, one point is the patriots in reverse order. That's not the opposite of the one they elect them country. And the one they not elect them country. So always can get that type of people. The one they elect them country, they can say country first. The one they not elect them country, that they accept them elect, that they can loot within the country, then go develop other country. How we will bring them people and it together. The one way they are patriots, let them put their attention to development we will benefit them place. Now that's not the reason individually, collectively, we don't put our hands into development then. Now we don't places. where it will make like the one day we then the full promoter and carry and go for good develop the roof. Nonetheless, nobody is an enemy to another. We go for be prayerful, we go for embrace the one that we collect the content. And the only way we can do the first we put the example on floor. Object lessons. They mean they kill Jesus Christ now. Now he said, Father, forgive them. They do not know what they are doing. So we say in like manner, but they ask God for let God forgive them one day, where they not like the country belong to destroy and develop outside. Let God forgive them and let them learn from me. We like the country, we have the country in any shape or form.
Okay. So as a follow-up question to that, will go be my last question before I ask you for roundup. How you go encourage forgiveness and reconciliation without ignoring accountability?
You know,
You get me? Did you get me right?
Say that again.
You get me? You get the question right?
I get you.
Yeah.
I get you correct.
You want forgive somebody, you want for reconcile with the person, but at the same time, you want for uphold accountability.
We get a few. I like scriptures that they talk to you now. So I want for brink and stop. One time in the where this man here go for pay the plenty money. The king make let the arrest and put on a jail. He asks for forgiveness. Let the king forgive and the king forgive him. When they forgive that servant, so he come on at it. That servant they meet somebody who for pay a lesser amount. They go a whole lamb, cool lamb. They want for beat him to death for the money. Then the king hear that. They call him. He say, Bo, I don't forgive you. You will go for pay me plenty. That man go for pay small. Why you not forgive him? They say when I hold and when I put there, there go rot in there. That's not one. If we rush quickly, we look at the prodigal son, a story in the Bible. That will be get everything that they owes. We get all facilities. They asking that he says, give me no share. Like now they on two fended. Then get a share. He move. They go waste time. But when he been there, the good father, he had been there after the bad son. They pray for him. When he don't waste everything, not you know begin eat pig and food, they come into realization. He say, "Let go reconcile." We talk about forgiveness and reconciliation. A gap. He say, "Let go back to Papa." From a distance, they part because they yearn for letting people. Let them reconcile. They come back home. When they go, a Pekin say, Daddy, no longer take me as Pekin, just take me as one of the servants. But the power not talk about all, but you don't go waste your money, please. No, you know that. They say, no, una wasam, una get clean clothes, una get shoes, una get ring, let it come back and be adapted. Let us forget about all which somebody say. If not that will continue, for say, if we come, forgiveness, reconciliation, they will begin to bring the past. Now they make we know the speak. Because if I form president in this country, I go after all the other one the way they been done, thief, with itself. When I come out, when other governments succeed, me same thing will continue. Lord put them in there aside and Lord will come together, Lord build the country. Don't forget about what have been done thief. Don't forget about what have been done destroy the country. Lord bring everybody on board. Which have been done thief, which have been done take for the country. Lord put them now together and let we build the country. If we get anybody who is able to manifest this kind of leadership quality, then we will able to in reconciliation, forgiveness, without thinking about putting somebody don't do. So now that's a one for, and that's a one for. If I for answer some part of this question, I'm not perfect, but now so I want for look at forgiveness, reconciliation, and forgetting about waiting the person you know do. Because always they bring account, you go later on end up you don't forgive the person.
Yeah.
But the prodigal son in Papa, he forgive him, he dress him, he reinstate him, and the work continue well. That is what God is expecting in beginning for do.
Okay, so inside this conversation, yeah, so we talk about two major aspects. we talk about EKO and the Mineworkers, the advocacy programs. Then we also talk about the College of Management and Administration. What will be your last word, your final word for this section to the Kono people then, and to Sierra Leoneans at large?
In the first place, I want to thank you. I want to begin with the aggrieved workers then, and the one then with one for take the left side and the one where the one for the right side. Then with the mining companies, paramount chiefs, then let we all come together. Let we understand this fits away the people. Not true. Let the mining companies understand this, because let them look at then they make inside corner and how then they develop their own individual family homes and how they develop back their home. Let them see whether not truth. Let them go talk in a business. Then can maximize profit. But now we look at the ugly aspects of capitalism. Capitalism now a system where they make the rich become richer and the poor become poorer. So if we look at it, the rich becoming richer and the poor become poorer. Justice not the inside. Let the rich become richer, let the poor become poorer. But let it let life so that it will be a win-win situation. Then with permanency, the aggrieved workers, with the division with then with EKO, whenever we see we all don't know say now fight to the fight, but if we restore dignity, that the things that we God don't give country. Now we when you look at the factor, economists say factor of production means land. Now we get land, which implies that all within in that land now we get labor. Now we get a huge percentage of labor. The one that when they count them capital, maybe they send this or the during the exploration a big dam or then port. But let we do things then correctly fine. Then let EKO all when are EKO members. We not ever aggrieved, but anybody we aggrieved, they want for fight like now war with the Fed, then one for see who that will win. We put an no. Now make you talk about forgiveness, reconciliation, and forgetting about the ugly past. Now we all embrace one another. Then the paramount chiefs, then the other people, then they inform we, including we honorable members of parliament and we ministers, then let we all understand air is human. And let we self understand in we own different, you know, they say power corrupts, absolute power corrupts, absolute. Let them also understand if they don't actually, let them ask themselves, have we actually represented our people? Have we advocated for them? If we have not, and we have never, let us turn to a new page and let us join the advocacy agents and let we all make Kono a better place. Coming now to the first one, we are on for BMA class because they say the first shall be the last and the last shall be the first. College of Management Kono branch, campus. One for there.
Say that again. Say that again, please, because it break up. Say that again, please.
I say, I come now to the college. Then I even say, of course, the first will be the last and the last will be the first. Yeah. So I come to an when I end up in the first. College of Management and Administration, Kono branch, Bonande campus, where they inside Mimiko. We intention now for make we go reach the 14 chiefdoms. But they say Rome was not built in a day. Further than that, they say medium begins with one footstep, the first step. So if na Nimiko would don't begin now, let the paramount use the when they take at the other side. Let them open their hearts. Let them know say na help na can. As time they go by, we will reach them. Let we all support. Let we all put hand on development. Anybody will self gets another opportunity for bring inside for make we ease the tension, we've been here the tension, the economic nemesis, the economic tension where then at the country. But let not forget, say they're all over the place. But yet, we can still bring them ideas. Let become entrepreneurs and let paint Kono, let Kono become a wonderful place. Peace now want. But not people get peace, we will not get unity. The one day within the lack or let people and see them good people and make them talk for life. Let we all the truth and let we all become one. The fact that Kono e Kono far mean also that Kono man not for destroy Kono, not to Kono but Kono itself. So Lord not destroy Kono. Lord make Kono. I want to tell all the paramount chiefs and then I want to even tell the aggrieved workers then that inside this particular time it did not become a fight where they have one, two, three people as it may not happen before. So which implies that God engraced the inside. And let me understand this and all come together. I not go end this particular talk. If I not talk to my uncle, for that we let able understand and let embrace and let all big people and all organizations let we embrace every organization and let we not look at executives of organization as enemies. Many of them are there are not glad they actually think they happen. Not the safe not glad that people picking inside their own place, then they suffer for education, then they suffer for even do businesses and so on and so forth. But with this kind people don't put, I believe say let them see as the right trajectory. We will able to change the face of Kono and change the narrative. Now this I want for and I want for also say henceforth, that is from this point, all of the primary chiefs then I will try to get their numbers then. I will try to call them. Let we all open hands and let we embrace the peace. Let we reconcile and let we find ways then for let peace then and let we cannot go before. Let we not forget the fact that times that number, people then say Konon are the bread basket of seven. Konon and they pay the highest GDP to the country. But we also face the fact, look how Konon is today, are they happy about it? Why is it that there is no unity? Now, let this particular fact here, let it turn to a point now, let begin unity. That at the end of the young, and at the end of the young, we all will shake hands together and smile. That what comes and the beats, and we young girls then they dance.
Thank you very, very much. And I want for also join you, not to just the paramount chief them. This suggestion where you don't make a very, very laudable. Finally, we connect with them one on one. I also want for suggest if you get chance for let you try for reach the parliamentarians and self. Very, very important for let we all there on the same page. We all go likely yeah. in different ways of we achieving we goals, but the goals are all geared towards development of Kono. So let we find a way for bring that to the people, and with brothers and sisters, the way not just youth, then the communities around Kono district. This is not against you; it's for you. And on our way they feel say members of executives of Kono organizations then are bad people them. When I talk to people then one on one. When I come out outside the forums then when I talk to people then one on one, when I try for put on ideas in together. When I put biasness aside and put Kono before, when I go see say when are not far from each other. So Mr. Famanda, I want to tell you boku boku thank you. And I also want to tell thank you to all the listeners them. Some people they will go want for listen to we they especially now Australia then go deep and sleep now. Unfortunately they're not going to get we, but then go see the broadcast the recorded one. I want for ask una all for continue for subscribe to this channel, una share, una like, una provide comments, and una not get for agree with everything what they say. But when una not agree, una put under the comment side for say what we talk. Una correct we also make mistakes because we self not claim perfection at all. And Mr. Famanda, once more, I want to tell you thank you, and I hope say we will continue the fight in a positive way.
Yeah, thank you so much. The listeners, do not forget the College of Management Administration there, and let them know lost the opportunity. this academic year, na free tuition. The form na 150 billion. Now, if you can at the campus, you will get your form there, or you go na bufa pay na bumpe. Besides that, you can if you go step na Ezekiel and Esther teaching na resettlement in case you know one kind of bumpe and try for buy, because by next month we dey put out a notification or tell them say we will call interview will start for all the one that them don't buy with.
Yeah, just for round up, maybe it go good for make we talk to you and Paramount Chief Bona. If you could able arrange Randy, it would be great.
Paramount Chief Bona, like all other Paramount Chiefs, they're all always ready for listening to people. I go reach to Ram and say you go one time on the one day. You mean?
Yeah.
Then I will try for reach to, and I will get back to you at any point in time.
Okay. Well, thank you very much and have a wonderful day.
You're most welcome, beloved.
Okay, thank you to everybody else, and then share, like, and comment. This is David Bongo. We don't canto now from Kono News Network. Goodbye.